Hi guys, welcome back to Charlie and me, our camping vlog, the van build, with thanks to our friends at Gary's Glue. Gary'sGlue.ie, of course, are sponsoring all of the videos that are in this video series of the van build. Hang on, I'll just close that. Okay, so it is 0 degrees outside. We're just back from the walk with Charlie. Deirdre's gone to do some work. It's 8:45 in the morning. I've got a lot of stuff to put into the car that arrived over the last few days. Fuse boards. Gary's Glue sent me down more glue. The runners arrived for the drawers that are going to be for the table that's going to be coming out from under the bed. So I said, you know what, let's load up the car, head from here to the shed. I think I'll be wearing a hat and gloves today. My plan today is to actually, I got 2 of these fuse boards. I want to get one of them fitted today in the salon area, and then I'll be able to tap 12 volts off that. I have a USB point already in it from the original 12 volts from the ambulance, but this is a fuse board that I want for the sink. Will need 12 volts. The fridge will need 12 volts. I want to put some USB and lights over our headboard on that side of the van as well, which is right across the far side of the van from where this fuse board is going. So I said if I can get the fuse board in today, I'll be happy, because it's flipping cold. Right, let's go load the car and take it from there. I'll just show you who's feeding in here. Look, hang on, I'll turn on a bit of light for him. Just back from his walk and he's decided, I want some food. There's Charlie Brown. Right, let's go load the car. Okay, car loaded. Oh, glasses on, hat ready. Let's get out of here and head out to the shed. Okay, so we've made it out to the yard. It is still 0 degrees Celsius. It's 9:30 in the morning. So my plan today is to get the 12 volt fuse box in. I'll take the camera inside now and show you where I'm planning on putting all my power points. And if I get that done today, it's so cold, I think I'll be happy with that. I'm going to drop this garage door, lock myself in here for today. I've got the heater plugged in out of the camper, the electric heater plugged in to the ambulance just to give me a little bit of heat. So let me take this camera inside and show you what the plan is for today. So if you recall, I took a big press down from there. All the electrics were there. I've more or less got everything cut back except for this control unit cable, because as I've said before, I want to keep this control unit and I want it up there but more over there. So I've got to, that cable is cable tied all along here, so I've got to get it here. I need to put, I want it there. That's where I'm hoping to put. So anyway, there's a press going in here, the same height as this one, but possibly only out as far as here. And in there, I'm going to put my electrics. So my fuse boards arrived over the weekend. I got 2 of these 12 volt fuse boards. I've got to run the cable down there into the driver's, in behind the driver's seat, across there and into just under the passenger seat. And under the passenger seat is where I'll be taking the 12 volt mains from. I'll put it on a 50 amp fuse before it gets up to here. When we're plugged in, that power point will be charging, and when we're driving, that power point will be charging, so we'll always have 12 volts there. I'm going to just take it from there, 1 fuse board, and then if I need the second fuse board, I'll tap off that. Now I do have 1 USB point in already, which is just, where is it? Just down there. That's at the foot of the bed, but I want to get 2 12 volt power points up over the bed for some reading lights and possibly a USB. So to do that, I'm going to have to run cables down under the countertop, in under the bed, and then back up the wall over there. I don't have audio or automotive cable with me. So today I'll be happy just to get the 10 square cable in to feed this fuse board. And because it's so cold, I'm just not going to hang around here all day. So let's get rolling. So my plan is I have 10 square cable, and in under here are our main fuses. So I'm going to come off one of them I'm going to get this torch. I'm going to run all along there with those cables and out under the Ace Tech unit into the salon area and up to where that fuse board is going. So I'm going to run the cables in now. So I want to get this control unit, as you know, up to here. My press is going to be that size there. So I've got to get this cable, which is cable tied all the way through there, all the way around there to here. So to do that, I've got to get outside, take off the lights, just to cut a couple of cable ties so I can pull a bit of that slack up. I've then got to take a photograph of the 4 leads that are there, cut them, make them off, resolder them in the dark because I'll have no lights, and then we'll see how that goes. So that's what I'm going to do now, is go outside, take off 2 of the lights and cut some cable ties if I can. Okay, so I've moved the light unit and let's see if I see it's powered up, but let's see if it works. Yeah, everything seems to be working. Now I already have 2 12-volt cables, one for the tap and one for the fridge coming in here from here, but I'd actually like to do away with all of this and just have all my electrics coming from here. So I'm going to drill a hole where my press will be so I can fish cables down, and they'll come out near, that's our main socket, and I need 12 volt for the fridge, 12 volt for the water pump, and I also want to chase these blue cables down behind this to come out for our twin socket mains and our twin socket for the inverter. I also have a single socket in there for the fridge, but I've since discovered that the fridge you have to buy an extra unit for it to run on 220. I may buy that, so I'm going to fit the socket in there. Plus there's a socket running from that all the way across there over to there and to where the bed is going to be. So I'm going to tidy all that up now because it's only, let's see what time it is. It's only 10 to 11. And as cold as it is, I don't want to waste a day or just come out and do a few hours. So I think what I'm going to do now is drill a hole there so I can get all my cables down into under the press. And then I'll see how I'm going. I might actually disconnect. We're plugged into the mains charging the batteries. I might disconnect from the mains, disconnect my 220 volt power and pull the cables in just to tidy things up and get little bits done. I might even cut, and I don't like this idea, but I might cut the holes to sink those socket boxes into the wall. Let's see how we go. So as usual, all things take a little bit longer than normal. So I set out today wanting to get the 12 volt fuse board mounted. I haven't done that yet, but I do have the cables in. I'll just turn this camera and show you what I'm at the moment. So I've managed to get our 220 volt mains socket. Now, how come this never? I think it's just too much white. Anyway, it's mounted here. That's the 220 volt mains. This is our 12 volt socket for the fuse board that's going in. I managed to get the light unit rerouted to here. That's a hole I've cut that will be in the press. As I say, I got the 220 in. I'm now trying to get another hole here somewhere for the inverter twin socket, which also drops one down for the fridge, but I'm not winning. So it's now nearly 12 o'clock. Cut my hand again, more bloodshed. Blood, sweat and tears. Well, no tears. I'm going to call it a day. Well, no, I'm not going to call it a day. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give up on trying to fish that cable because there's pillars every 14 inches I've discovered. I'm going to give up on trying to fish the inverter socket cable, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount my fuse board in that press and take it from there. I'll call it a day. I'll get the fuse board mounted and I'll get it wired on this end, but I'm not going to wire it on the mains end. I must show you the fuse board I got. I ordered these on Wish weeks and weeks and weeks ago. I think it's a 6-gang. It's a 6-gang fuse board. It could actually be a 10-gang. No, it's a 6-gang fuse board with a neutral bar. It comes with a load of fuses and it comes with little stickers to stick on the glass, and they're RV and they're boat related. You've got spotlights, trim bar, water pump, wipers. You've lots and lots of stickers, loads of stickers which go across where the fuses are. But what I like about this fuse box in particular is, one, what I don't like is I couldn't open it. They have little LEDs, so when your fuse blows, it'll show you what LED fuse is blown. So you have your neutral bar here, and you have your positive there, and then you just go pump, water pump, toilet, lights, and as the fuse blows, this little LED comes up. So I'm going to mount this in its position now and get the main neutral and the main positive onto it. Okay guys, it's lunchtime, it's 1:30. I got enough done. I managed to get the 240 volt socket, 220 volt socket built in and fixed. I managed to get the fuse board fixed. I got little bits, and then Dick, a friend of mine, called to catch up, so that was an hour gone. So I'm heading home, calling it a day, but not calling this a video. We'll do a little bit more. Next time I chat, it'll be a few days from now, but it will be in a couple of seconds. Back again for another bit of building on the van build, with thanks to our friends at Gary's Glue, garysglue.ie are sponsoring, as I mentioned earlier on at the beginning of the video, all of the van build videos. It's late start, it's 20 to 11. I had to go into Waterford City to get some more cabling. Today I want to run the 12 volt to the headboard from the new fuse board that I fitted earlier yesterday. And I want to get 2 cables down, well, at least 1 cable down for a USB point and 2 lights for headboards for reading at night time. And if I get that done today, you know, it's only 4 degrees today. Tomorrow, Wednesday, I won't be here. I've got to get Deirdre's car serviced, and then we've got the podcast to record on Wednesday evening, and I've bits and bobs to do. And then on Thursday of this week, the carpenter is back in. Tommy, myself and Tommy are going to hopefully finish the woodwork Thursday and Friday, and then after Christmas just come back to do fiddly bits, covering in holes and stuff. But today, if I can get 2 cables in for 12 volt USB points, terminate it off, the whole lot, I'll be very, very happy. So I have the 12 volt fuse board in there, and now coming off that, I have a cable run all the way down along there to over here. That'll be our headboard for USB point and also for 2 reading lights. And then I ran this cable here, this blue one, down through this wall. I had to cut holes to get it in. All this area here, where all the holes are, is going to be a backsplash. The countertop will come along here, and that'll all be backsplash. So I now have, that's working off the inverter. The one for the fridge is there working off the inverter. There will be one here at the end of the bed off the inverter, and that's 220 volt mains. That socket that is accessible from outside. So I'm happy. So just quick recap, I've got 12 volts in for the fridge underneath the countertop, 12 volt for reading lights, 12 volt for the USB cable. And we got that socket in there, which is the inverter. All in all, I'm happy. All that will be hidden under the floor. And as I say, that Tommy will be here this Thursday. We hope to get the bed made and possibly even make a start on the countertops. You see here behind me where the light stops, kind of where the countertop starts. I'm actually going to extend that. I wasn't going to put LEDs in there because I'll have LEDs under the countertop, but I am actually going to extend this light here right back down to the end of the fitting, as you can see there where it's dark. It's brighter than this one, but I have plans for that. I'm happy out. I gotta go. Won't be out here tomorrow, Wednesday. Back here Thursday, and that'll be a totally different video because I'm doing the build videos totally different to this video. Have yourself a great day. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe. If you'd like to support the build, and I will tell you now, funds are getting very, very tight. You can support the build by logging on to Ko-fi. That's ko-fi.com/thevanbuild, and you can buy us a coffee for €3. You can buy us 100 coffees if you want, because I will be honest, the budget that we had is running tight, and your donations and your buying t-shirts from charlieandme.ie, all those few quid help keep this build going. Right, I'm out of here. We'll talk to you again next time on Charlie and Me Are Camping vlog, the van build, with thanks to our friends at Gary's Glue. Stay safe.